So thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your busy day to come and speak with us. So first, if you could just give us your name, where you live right now, and what you're doing.
My name is Navdeep Singh. I live in Franklin, Wisconsin. I'm currently a third-year student at University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. I work at Bank Mutual, and I'm a youth member here at the Singh Temple of Wisconsin.
Great. And what are you studying?
Right now I'm undecided, but I'm studying social sciences as well as natural sciences.
Great. So why, for you personally, was it important to be here today?
So I've been a member of this temple and a member of this community my entire life. Growing up in it, knowing each and everybody, and after August 5th, that really opened our eyes as to what the greater community, or at least some of the greater community of what they thought of us, or how much hate and violence they had within them. And we always see it at a distance. We always see it on the news. We always read it in newspapers. We always see articles online, but we never feel it. We never experience it. And after August 5th, after experiencing it, after really knowing what it means and how it feels to go through such an experience, it really opens your eyes and it really wakes you up as to what you have to do and what you can do to step up within your community and to step up and rise to stop this, to stop hate, to instill peace, to have people not just tolerate each other, but accept each other and celebrate diversity. And because of that, throughout the 2 years since after the tragedy, we continue to try and do our best, trying to strive towards that goal.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And to go a little bit off of that, do you feel safe in Oak Creek now?
I was born and raised here. I've always felt safe. You always feel safe in your home. But on August 5th, our own temple of worship, our place of worship, our own home, not only for ourselves but for our community, was attacked. So at that point, no, we didn't feel safe. We didn't feel safe at all. But the overwhelming response from the local community, from the greater community, all across the nation, all across the world, we understood that we are not alone. We have so many people behind us, so many people supporting us, whether it's a message that they wrote or a donation they made. It showed us that people are here for us. And because of that, I've never felt unsafe here.
That's really great. Do you think that there's anything in particular that needs to occur in order to continue to feel safe?
I think within a community, whether you're small or large, it's very important to be open. And when I say that, it doesn't just mean transparency, but also being open in communication, making sure that you're communicating with your entire community and not creating sects or not creating these little groups of people, because the more groups, the more differences that arise, the less we become safe, because the less we're communicating, the less we're integrating within each other.
Mm-hmm.
And we continue to segregate ourselves. And it happens in all sorts of communities, all sorts of countries. And it continues to create more and more violence. So for me, it's very important to stay open as a community and to continue to work as one, to work as one unit, to work as one piece.
Mm-hmm.
Within that one unit, it's perfectly fine to have all these different pieces, all these different individuals. But when you divide yourself, when you distinct yourself as no, my differences matter more than my similarities, that's when problems arise, and that's when we begin to become violent, we begin to become hateful.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So is there any one thing that you think you can pinpoint as just a really important experience or important information that you think other communities need to know?
So after the shooting, there was a overwhelming response from the local community, especially those that were white.
So you mean the overall Oak Creek community?
Exactly. This blue collar middle class town, and a lot of the people felt as though they were in some part responsible because the person who was attacking our community was a white supremacist. So in that return, we got so much gratitude out of the local community that they wanted to make sure that we understood that they are not the same. That it is not all of them that think like white supremacists do. That they are not just tolerant, but they're accepting diversity, and they want to celebrate diversity. But it is as important, if not more, to apply it to minorities. There are certain minorities that have certain individuals that are as violent, if not more. But when it comes to them being profiled, they become profiled as an entire religion. They become profiled as an entire community, as an entire country. And that's when we start to create more problems. So it's very important to understand that these incidents, though they're very tragic, they're done by certain individuals that don't represent much more than themselves and their ideas.
Definitely. So thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. I always enjoy hearing